when you cry to him and you feel like crying right now, just let loose. It's not wrong. He gave us tears. He gave us emotions. And our emotions first belong to him if we've put our life on the altar. And every word that we hear when we're together and we're talking about him and we're talking about these things, let every word draw you into him. Let every word draw you into that space and that peace to just live your life like that, where it's just full on honest with the Lord. Every joy you spend with him, every tear you spend with him, every hurt you sit with him in. And he wants to be that for us. He wants to be that healing balm for us. Okay, so I'm going to get into as many of these scriptures as I can. Let's see, I want to read this first. So in Ephesians, I discovered that the book of Ephesians is all about being one. And Paul talked about, especially in Corinthians, talks about this being caught away and the secrets and the mysteries. And when he's talking in Ephesians about the secrets and the mysteries, he even said, if you read the book of Ephesians, that you will understand the revelation he received when he was caught up, the secrets and the mysteries. And part of that was this oneness. Part of it was about the church and the Jews. And included in that is this oneness that God is calling us to, that Jesus is offering us. And so a lot of these things, are woven into these scriptures. And I do like the Passion because it emphasizes that oneness. Okay, well, I want to read this verse to you. We read it the other day, but I want to go a little deeper in it. In Ephesians 4:18, their corrupted logic has been clouded because their hearts are so far from God. Their blinded understanding and deep-seated moral darkness keeps them from the true knowledge of God. And we're talking about even people who have God in them, Jesus in them, that deep-seated soul darkness. And you may be like, no, Jesus is in me. But our mind has to be renewed. Our will has to be renewed. And our emotions have to be renewed on this walk. And they are renewed by this life with Jesus. They are renewed by him on the inside and the power of the Spirit coming through our mind. We are renewed by the Word. We are renewed by the Word spoken on the inside of us daily. And the more we lean into that, the more we are changed by his presence. In the presence is fullness of joy. Well, if joy is a fruit of the Spirit, then you could say, in his presence is the fullness of love. In his presence is the fullness of peace. Missing peace is because you're missing his atmosphere. All of the fruit of the Spirit are just Jesus. That is his peace all the time. It's what he is. It's who he is. It's what exudes out of him. But we're supposed to be that way too, but not automatically. We give ourselves to a life with him that brings joy. We give ourselves to a life with him that brings peace. And that is not just when we got born again, and we've equated some of these things, well, that just happened when I was born again. But so we have to remember that we know our life was reborn, our spirit was reborn, but our soul has to be renewed. And it is in fellowship with him that renewal takes place. This is not the way of life that Christ has unfolded. There's something that has been unfolded in us that makes us different. I'm going to wrap this up here and then we'll pick it up next time. If you have really experienced the Anointed One and heard his truth, it will be seen in your life. We know that the ultimate reality is embodied in Jesus. These things, and again, let me just make this point really well, because this is what Ephesians is about. And maybe next time we can talk about I'll show you in the Word later in Ephesians where it's talking about, maybe, let me try it. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get to that. It talks about letting go of that lifestyle, the ancient man, the old self-life. Let go and turn to Jesus. Let go of holding on to the self, holding on to the hurts, and hook with Jesus. Hook him. Now's the time to be made new by every revelation that has been given to you and to be transformed as you embrace this. I know I read this the other day, but I want you to really understand the things that Ephesians goes on to talk about, letting go of discarding every form of dishonesty and lying, so that you will be known as one who always speaks truth, for we all belong to one another.